Well, well, well. The Detroit Lions are off today. They get a much-needed break after playing 4 games in 24 days, I believe it was. And they had 3 games in 12. It was just unbelievable, the amount of games and the stuff that they went through over the past month. But they've won all of those games, including the Thanksgiving game against the Chicago Bears. And we made a video about what happened with the Chicago Bears between Tyrique Stevenson and Jameson Williams. Now, Jameson Williams is going to be on the losing end out the gate on situations like this. Like when something negative comes up and it has to do with Jameson Williams, I don't think he's ever going to get the benefit of the doubt. It's very similar to the boy who cried wolf. Now, I'm not saying that Jameson is crying wolf, but after so long, the public opinion might automatically change. I'm not saying Jameson Williams is this, right? But if you've ever dealt with a liar, right? Not a person who told a lie, but a liar, you're going to automatically assume that every time they speak, it's a lie. Whereas if you tell a lie, but that's not something that you usually do, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt. I'm not trying to say Jameson Williams is a liar, but if you do something, if your name is always brought up and it's more negative than positive, even though Jameson Williams does a lot of positive things, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And that's how that's going to go. But Jameson Williams was in a little bit of hot water because it was a close game between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions on Thanksgiving Day. And he wind up flicking the ball at Tyrique Stevenson when he was tackled on the sidelines. And here's the crazy part is that Jameson Williams, I made a video, I'll link it up here I think it's up here. If you haven't seen it, watch it after this video. But Jameson Williams was flagged for taunting, unsportsmanlike conduct, taunting. But Tyrique Stevenson had tripped him over on the sideline. The ref, of course, didn't see that, but he saw Jameson Williams obviously flick the ball. Well, looks like we got justice for J-Mo, which is something that, we don't really get to say a lot. But this is coming from Tom Pelissero, says, the NFL did not fine Lions wide receiver Jameson Williams for his taunting foul last week, but did fine Bears cornerback Tyrique Stevenson $19,697 for whatever he did on the sideline to get Williams to toss the ball at him. Come on, Tom. I know the NFL pay you, big dog, but maybe you got to, whatever he did, you should have just stopped. You should have just stopped right there. You should have left out whatever he did on the sideline because we all know exactly what he did. But Tom, I ain't mad at you, bro. The NFL cut your check, and you got to keep it. You got to keep it a buck, right? So Jameson Williams does not get he gets the taunting flag for the flick that you're seeing here, but he did not get fined, which means that somebody took a look at this situation and they saw they fined the guy that did not get called on the field for the flag, but not the guy that did get called on the field you know what I'm saying? So that tells you right now that while Jameson Williams, the penalty was costly, I think it led to, we got pushed back. We wind up trying a field goal in which Jake Bates missed. But I said during the video that I wasn't mad at J-Mo. You know what I'm saying? Because if you did that to me, if you tripped me and you intentionally, it was done on purpose. Intent is everything. You tripped me on purpose. That means you tried to hurt me. And if you try to hurt me, I'm going to feel some type of way. And the least that I'm going to do is flick a ball at you. So I applaud Jameson Williams for having some form of self-control and not doing something more that could have further hurt his team, got him ejected, maybe caused an injury and stuff like that, right? So the fact that Jameson Williams was flagged on the field or during the game, but was not fined, and the guy that was not flagged during the game was fined, that tells you everything you need to know. That Jameson Williams, the NFL did not find enough of Jameson Williams' actions egregious enough to penalize him. Think about that. That is a big deal. And that's why I call it justice for J-Mo, because J-Mo, yes, it was costly. I'm not saying that he doesn't need to be smarter, right? But if the NFL did not see a reason to fine Jameson Williams when Jameson Williams is the one that was flagged on the field, that should tell you that they saw something there and said, okay, I see why he did this. Because Tyrique Stevenson tried to act all innocent. He didn't get a penalty, okay? It should have, worst case scenario, been offset. And maybe, you know what I'm saying? So the NFL, I mean, that tells you that this is a win for Jameson Williams. I mean, had we lost the game, it would have been tough. And again, I'm not trying to absolve him of some of the things that he is doing. You have to be smarter because guess what? If Jameson Williams causes us, if we lose that game, people are going to look back at Jameson Williams' 15-yard penalty, and this is going to be an afterthought, right? Nobody's going to be like, well, you know, Jameson, even though he wasn't necessarily in the wrong, the NFL, it doesn't matter. We lost the game. And one of the reasons that could have helped that was that 15-yard penalty and that missed field goal by Jake Bates, right? His only missed field goal of the season, which is crazy. But shout out to Jameson Williams. A rare win for J-Mo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got suspended 6 games for betting. It was reduced to 4. He got suspended for the PES, right? And this is all back to back. And then, like I said, Jameson Williams is quickly becoming the boy who cried wolf, even though necessarily he's not always the instigator or always, but if your name is always in certain situations, that's what people, or the majority of people, are going to they're going to funnel you too, right? They're going to funnel you. You might not be anything like the person that people view you as. But if you keep on winding up in situations that paint you to be one way, the public might begin to see you as the boy who cried wolf, right? So this is a big win for Jameson Williams. Again, I think he handled himself very, very mature I'm 45. I'm twice the age of literally twice the age of Jameson Williams, because he's about 22 and a half. I just turned 45. Jameson Williams handled himself better than I probably would have handled myself. And I'm just going to keep it a buck. At 45 years old, you try to trip me, we got a problem. That's it, right? So anyway, shout out to Jameson Williams. Shout out to the NFL for seeing the actual wrongdoer in this situation. And shout out for them not finding Jameson Williams, even though, and you know what? Shame on the refs. Shame on the refs. Do better. Do better. You got a lot of Green Bay Packers fans, you know, I'm sure in your inbox, blowing you up, calling your names, maybe some threats. I'm not doing all that. I'm just simply asking you to do better. You got to see the whole situation. All right. But anyway, let me know what you think down in the comments below. This channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. Finally, some justice for J-Mo.